It's fair to say that most phones these days look very similar. Stick some glass on the front, give it a metal frame, and then bolt the cameras to the back. Job done. But Huawei has decided to go down a different design route with its new flagship phones, the Mate40 and the Mate40 Pro, as it has ditched the now familiar camera bump for a new space ring camera setup. Elsewhere, the new phone packs a bucket load of ultra-premium features, including 3D face recognition and an under-display fingerprint reader, with a whopping 6.76-inch 90Hz OLED display, as well as Huawei's Speedy 5G Kirin 9000 processor. Now, naturally, it is the cameras here that are the real star, and most of that is down to this space ring. The camera sensors were created in partnership with Leica, as proven by the huge logo right in the middle of that ring. Now, you get a total of 3 cameras here: a 50-megapixel main camera, a 20-megapixel cinecam, and a 3x telephoto camera on the regular Mate40, and a 5x telephoto lens on the Pro model. That extra sensor is actually a dedicated autofocus sensor, and that gives you lightning-fast lock-on. Now, all in all, it is a hugely impressive camera setup, and it comes with a bucket load of other abilities such as steady shot image stabilization, tracking autofocus, and a 3800 FPS slow motion mode. Huawei says that the Mate40 can now use its front-facing sensor with gesture support, so you can flip up and down, navigating menus by waving your hands in the air. Now, we're not 100% sure why this was so highly touted by Huawei, because quite frankly, it seems like almost the same amount of work as physically touching the device. But I guess it would be useful if you were cooking or something. From a performance perspective, this thing is blazing fast. You really aren't going to be able to slow this thing down, and that goes for heavy multitasking like swiping through games, movies, web browsing, and a lot more. Unfortunately here, Huawei is still not able to integrate Google mobile services or the Play Store into its devices. Now, Huawei has made some good inroads into this, however, with some first-party apps that will replace Google's own versions. The biggest of that is probably Petal Search, which lets you look up public APK files from your favorite apps such as Facebook and WhatsApp, and then install them, despite no actual Google support. It is a clever workaround that isn't a total fix, but does make Huawei devices that much more attractive to regular Android users. It continues to be tough to review Huawei devices, especially with them lacking Google support. Now, from a hardware perspective, this thing absolutely rocks. It has a stellar camera system and it is hugely powerful, and is certainly a 2020 flagship phone to beat. But without native Google support, it makes it hard to 100% recommend it. Fortunately, Huawei is making those inroads into its own app store and that Petal Search, which makes getting your favorite apps very easy, where it used to be almost impossible. And for that reason, along with the incredible camera, that makes this a proper smartphone contender in 2020.